Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter and welcome to my review for Star Wars Resistance Episode 3 for Season 1 titled Fuel for the Fire. So I do this every single week that a new Resistance episode comes out, so make sure you support the channel and stay up to date on all the latest Resistance reviews by subscribing. So that being said, this episode focused on both Kaz as well as exploring some of the backstory for Yeager, so jumping right into the story with Kaz. I really did like how we learned another lesson for Kaz as far as him trusting people too quickly. So he's been frustrated with Yeager. So of course he's going to try to hang out with these younger kids on this station who claim they have a ship and they're going to try to race it. So he's kind of getting into problems with them. He's kind of going with the rebels. And he does learn a lesson by the end of this episode that, look, Yeager actually does care about him. He should listen to his elders and respect them because he definitely wasn't doing that in the beginning of the episode. We see that Yeager does end up trusting him enough to kind of give him a little bit more responsibility, a little bit more free will as far as by the end of the episode. So I did like to see that we're still getting more development from Kaz. We're still seeing him grow as a character. Yes, he's not great at mechanics, but he does have a good heart. He's trying to save these kids, even though they kind of do the wrong thing. He adjusts to his own problems. Stuff that he does wrong, he tries to make it better. So that is a pretty redeemable character in my eyes. He's very likable in this series so far. It's only 3 episodes in, and I'm really liking the character of Kaz. I really like that we get the backstory of Yeager. So Yeager, he actually was part of the rebellion during the Battle of Jakku, as shown in that really cool holo photo. It looks like the Star Destroyer is crashing back. I wonder if he was part of, I think it was the Phantom Squadron, if you read the Aftermath novels, that Wedge was in during the Battle of Jakku. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. And we also get another picture of him having a family, and somebody on Twitter actually said that this is actually matching up, it looks like, with Batu. So that'd be very interesting if we get a little bit of backstory with this character of Yeager, who was from the Disney World Park, which is going to be bad too. So that was also in Star Wars Thrawn Alliances. So you had Thrawn and Vader there. So there's a lot of history. So I hope he is from there. That'd be really interesting, especially if they eventually go there. So this really does explain, or at least like hints and speculates, like he's got a dark past. Like, why is Yeager by himself at this point? Like, obviously something went wrong somewhere or another. And it was also interesting to know that he was actually a racer as well on this platform, and he uses hyperfuel, which is very interesting because it's called Corellian hyperfuel. That's what these kids went through the character of Kaz to get. They kind of were faking him to be friends so they can get this hyperfuel because they knew he had it. So going back to Solo, a Star Wars story, I guess this could be a form of coaxium because we see Beckett put it in the hyperdrive of the Falcon and it blasts off out of the maelstrom there. So yeah, does that have a relation to that? I like how they are using the canon in different facets of the mediums here, with using it in a movie, now talking about hyperfuel in the series. So pretty cool stuff there. I do want to mention Niku as being a standout character so far. He is just so logical. It's great. I love how Kaz told him to go find the parts and he was just looking for the parts. About how he was explaining about how he wanted to go, he didn't want Kaz to go out and have fun, basically. It was just a really hilarious moment. I also want to give a shout out, or at least this is kind of weird to say, giving a shout out to a fictional character, but BB-8 is so great in this series. I gotta mention him because I love the way the physics work with the ball. First off, the animation on BB-8 is fantastic. I feel like this is the character jumping right out of The Force Awakens. I love how we're seeing him using different uses of tools that we haven't seen him use before in his little ball compartments there, with using the suction to get both Kaz and that other young character out and rescue them. So yes, these droids are always saving the day, even if it is in animation. So really cool stuff there. And one final thing I want to mention is the bike race, which was really fantastic to actually see visual-wise. In the broad daylight, they're on these swoop bikes, speeder bikes racing, and you see the wake of the waves getting pushed up from underneath the hover bikes and how they spit out. Looked fantastic for sure. The negatives, I will say, is I don't really like the placement of this episode too much because we had this build-up of the First Order and the pirates, and now all of a sudden there's like no talk of them at all, and it goes to this episode, so it seemed like it was a little bit out of place. But otherwise, I think this was an important episode because it really did show us another side and a learning experience for the character of Kaz about not trusting people so easily and really trying to think harder about certain things, about what they can be connected to. So what did you guys think of this video? What did you think of Fuel for the Fire? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. I love having discussions with you guys. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I will do these resistance reviews every single week. So do make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that way you'll never miss another review. My name is Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.